put anything out on YouTube on the computer because they stop it. And so I went to my phone to put up stuff, but then I did an update on the phone, like on the phone software. I updated it to a different operating system, and after that, it's like they were able to get into my YouTube. They stopped me from being able to publish some stuff, so I had to like get out of it and then go back and republish. And now I'll try and look at my photos and it goes straight to a YouTube like upload, and I can't cancel it. I can't get out of it. So I'm very suspicious about that because I know they're in my phone. I know they're messing with that. They mess with my EMF detector. They'll slow it down. I guess they slow down my phone, so I can't detect in real time. There's a truck, kind of waiting there. They're coming this way. Those are definitely stalkers. They're wearing sunglasses. They're in a truck. They're kind of zooming by. They're looking around. They don't look like they're going somewhere. They don't look like they're like, okay, we're going to this place. They're kind of waiting around. They're kind of slinking around. And once again, I know, I'll go ahead and epilogue it with saying, a lot of people would see this as like paranoia, but it happens at a frequency to target individuals where it becomes harassment. I'm just gonna leave it on for a little while because they're pretty bold, and I think they would probably think this video will make me look crazy, and to some people it will, but I don't care. Like I really, like, I just want to tell the truth. I want to stop this program. Like, I'm worried for my family, that they'll target my family because they're getting people in my family's neighborhood, to actually come out of the driveways. They had one guy when I was filming the drones, he like actually went to the end of the street around the curve. And this is this isn't a busy street ever. Nobody comes through here because you can go out on the main streets, and there's so many streets around here. There's no reason to come through this neighborhood if you don't live here. And there's just a lot of traffic through it, especially like I'll come out and cars will zoom by, or motorcycles will zoom by and rev up their engines. That's that same car, that's that same truck that came into that little stop sign. So they went that way and then they came back. There's no reason for that. They weren't going anywhere. So that's how I know that somebody's like, slinking around, or as they would call it, patrolling. Probably that guy was in the Citizen Corps, which is connected to DHS. I think InfraGard is connected to the FBI. Those people are a little bit more serious. I think that would be a person who sends up a drone to psych somebody out. They get a little bit more, they get more resources, to harass us. I think that's a theory of mine. And all this is really a lot of theory because I'm not sure how it works. I know go to the DHS Fusion Center site. Definitely go do that. Read what they're trying to do, what they say it means. It's a lie. I don't know if DHS knows that it's surrounding a microwave torture concentration camp for innocent Americans, but they tout civil rights and liberty and privacy, but how can they be protecting privacy when they've got people patrolling you? So it doesn't make any sense. It's just like the InfraGard says it's private, public. They just say two things. They'd say two things so that normal people would be like, oh, okay, it's public. But then the people who really know, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's a secretive thing. So they say two things. So certain people will see one thing and certain people will see another. And it's just like these stalkers, my main microwave people, he'll say, I want him out of here. And to a normal person who's not a murderer, they're going to be like, oh, you want him out of the house. Okay, well, you want him out of the house. That's fine. Or not, that's fine, but it's less than murder. But then the people who know he means he wants me out of this world. Like, he wants me dead. Because he says the same thing. I went to West Virginia. They were remotely hitting me. I go to my parents' house, and in these things, he's not saying he wants me out of here for any benefit of me. Like, I mean, I can't move out of this house and get away from him. He's saying that so that I will say, okay, this guy on V2K, when I go to my parents' house, is saying he wants me out of there. So then I'll look crazy. So he's lying when he does the V2K and he says things that he wants to happen. He's just using that for the program. Like, so it's so messed up and so convoluted that these people they lie all the time. Like, never, ever, and I'll say this a million times, never, ever listen to the V2K. I hear people saying that the V2K, the voices told them to do this or do that, or go here or go there, and they actually do it. Do not listen to these people, or these people will tell you, like you'll look for something, they'll be like, oh, we found it, or something like that. That's the same car, it came out of there, came back. So that car it wasn't going anywhere. They will say things like, if you're looking for something or you do something, they'll be like, oh, he got it, or he knows, or something like that. Never listen to that. They're trying to trick you. They're playing with your head all the time. So, I mean, I don't know. One lady on her videos, she has a very similar attacks to me with remote neural monitoring, and they actually told her, we're trying to make you look bad, and they would shoot a thought. Like, they can actually shoot a frequency to your head, and your visual cortex creates an image, like, because they have the image on a monitor or something. Then they push it through on a frequency to your head with the same frequency that your brain's making, and it matches that, creates an image. So she was talking about that, how, like, they would put an image of her, like, hitting somebody with an axe or something, and they'd say, oh, you're a bad person, you think bad thoughts about it. But they're the ones with remote neural monitoring actually doing that, and it's very similar to what they do to me. But her attackers actually they're like, we're gonna get you in trouble, you're a bad person, you're doing this or that, it's stuff that like targeted individuals don't even want to talk about, because they do stuff that's so like, if we talk about it and people don't believe us that they're actually doing it, it makes us look really, really bad. And because this technology is so advanced and hidden, you say, oh, well, they're doing this, they're doing subliminal imaging, or actual microwave hallucinations, which like, they've never done anything that I see in the real world. They just do little, like, when you have a thought or something like that, they'll mess with those with remote neural monitoring. And guys, this is true. Like, this is true. I want to say, like, I swear to my God, I swear on my mom's life, I swear on my grandmother's life, that this is true. And I love every one of those people. I love God. I love my mother and my grandmother. Like, I swear on their lives that this is true. This remote neural monitoring stuff exists, and they can, mess with your emotions. They can direct dreams. They can direct thoughts. So if you have a good memory or something, they may direct it to be something, gruesome or something like that. And it's real. It's very real. I swear on my mother's life and my grandmother's life, and I would never do that unless this stuff was 100% true. It really exists. And that's for non-targeted individuals. Targeted individuals that have remote neural monitoring, they're like, yeah, they do that stuff. It's just known by us. But that kind of disclaimer is for non-targeted individuals. We need y'all's help too, and that's what Pete Santilli was saying, in the conference call. It's like, what we have to do, guys, and he had some really good advice. We talk about our experiences, but we need to become human interest stories, because people, they like news about human interest. When there's a person who does something, incredible, or talks about something interesting. So we've got to, fold our experiences up and make it a very good human interest story. Like, this person's going through that, or this person's going through that. And our stories are already human interest stories, because we are going through a lot of torture. We're surviving it. People are going to jobs while they're being tortured. So Pete Santilli had really good advice. That's how we get non-targeted individuals to help us. That's maybe how we get some of these people in InfraGard or the Citizens Corps from DHS. We can get them to understand that this is a lot more than they think. It's not just them driving around us and patrolling. It's a very vicious, draconian program of torture where they're really trying to false flag innocent people. That's the main thing that I see in this. I see this as a false flag on innocent Americans while they're torturing them. That's the main thing they're doing to me. But just be strong about it. There's a Roto-Rooter. My neighbor across the street is a plumber, and he has a van for a small plumbing company, and I see those all the time. Sunglass wearing people. Like, sometimes, you can tell a stalker because a lot of them wear sunglasses. A lot of them wear sunglasses. They're trying to be incognito and spies and stuff. They've got stuff in their head that's wrong. So don't be so hard on them, don't be so angry. But the thing in our society is we have to research things. This is what happens when people just listen. They just listen to authority and they just do whatever they say. They just go with the hierarchy. They don't research things. They don't critically think. So targeted individuals, we've got to critically think our way out of this problem. Non-targeted individuals, please research this stuff. Please research remote neural monitoring. Please research directed energy weapons. Please research V2K. It's very real. If we don't stop it and bring it out into society where everybody knows about it, these people will continue to hurt people more and more. There's more and more targeted individuals every day, and they'll be able to, there are cell phone towers that put out electromagnetic frequencies just in our communities. Deborah Tavares, if you look up Deborah Tavares, and she drives through in Los Angeles, and they hide these radars, or I guess it'd be like a satellite dish or whatever, in trees, like in palm trees, and they do it in they'll actually do it in steeples, like in churches and stuff like that. They hide emitters, like a dish emitter that emits this electromagnetic frequency. And I don't know why they're doing that, but she's picking up signals. When she stops at a light, there's a lot of electromagnetic frequency at that light. So are they doing that to all of us? Are they hitting some people and kind of doing soft kills? And why would they be doing this? Are they is that frequency a controlling frequency? Is it a kind of can it actually affect the mind? So we've got to ask these questions. I know this stuff is hard. Like, it's hard for me to make this video because, I know a lot of it, people will be like, this guy is nuts. But, non-targeted individuals. But the thing is, it is the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth. And if the mainstream media is not going to get all over this, we have to become the reporters. We have to report this stuff. And I know you guys are. I see so many videos out there. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can just make it 2 parts. People with channels, please put, there's that same car, that guy, he drove this way and then he drove back, the guy with the sunglasses. That same truck just drove by. So they drove down the street and then they drove back. I've seen, how many cars? 4 cars that did that. They just drove down the street and back. So I'd say those people are probably in the DHS fusion centers. They call themselves the Citizens Corps. They probably don't. Probably these people don't really know. They don't go to the DHS fusion sites, and they just patrol. They think they're little spies or something. But guys with videos, girls with videos, please put up links to that petition. I have a link on my page. please put up, any petitions that you have. I think FFCHS